Good morning, dear students. My Mother at 66 is a poem written by Kamala Das. First of all, we will discuss about the poetess. Kamala Das was born in Malabar in Kerala in 1934. She is India's foremost poetess. There is originality, versatility, and the indigenous flavor of the soil in her works. Kamala Das has published many novels and short stories in English and in Malayalam under the name Madhavakutti. That is, you can say that Madhavakutti was her pen name. Some of her works in English include the novel Alphabet of Lust, that is published in 1977, a collection of short stories, that is Padmavati, The Harlot and Other Stories, which is published in 1992. In addition to it, there are 5 books of poetry by Kamala Das. Her subject matter is basically related to her personality, that is beautiful, sensitive, and bold. Her writing brings out her true inner feeling. In the poem, My Mother at 66, she talks about her mother. This poem is based on mother-daughter relationship and the poetess shares her feeling for her mother. She brings out a common paradox of human relationship in her poems in lyrical idioms. My Mother at 66 is one of the example. This poem contains Kamala Das' personal experience about her old mother. Kamala Das died in 2009. That is all about the poetess. Dear students, now let us discuss the poem My Mother at 66. This poem beautifully presents a mother-daughter relationship. Actually, such is the complexity of our life that we have to forego one relation for another due to the demands and commitments of our life. This poem comments on the affection, that is, love of a daughter for her aged mother. They cannot afford to live together for long. Now, let us read the lines. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me. Here, we see that the poetess is going back to Cochin from her parents' home on last Friday morning. She is going in a car to the airport. Her mother accompanies her to airport to see her off. She is sitting beside the poetess. The next lines are, doors open-mouthed, her face ashen-like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away. We see that the poetess' mother is sitting beside her. When the poetess looks at her mother, she is dozing with her mouth open. When the poetess looks at her closely, she finds her mother's face old, pale, and ash-like. Here, poetess compares her mother to a corpse. Corpse means dead body. She says that her mother's look like a dead body. She looks very old. The fear of losing her mother comes in her mind. These thoughts make her sad. To divert these thoughts from her mind, she looks out of the window. Next lines are, and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. We find that the poetess is very sad when she looks at her mother. And to divert her thought, the poetess looks out of the car. The young trees are racing backwards. They are symbol of youth and energy. On the other hand, poetess' mother is sleeping towards death. There is a contrast. Trees are racing or running fast. They are full of power and energy, whereas the mother is quite old. Her metabolism and her life activities are getting slow day by day. The poetess sees children running out of their homes. These children are full of life. They symbolize the start of life's journey. The image of happy children is in contrast to her mother, whose life journey is coming to an end. Now, let us read a few more lines from the poem. But after the airport's security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, wan, pale, as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood fear. Here we find that both the mother and the daughter reach the airport and pass through the security check. The poetess is a few yards away from her mother. Then she again looks at her mother. She looks quite weak, pale, and sickly, like a late winter's moon. Here, the poetess again compares her mother, but this time she compares her to a late winter's moon. As we know, the late winter's moon looks hazy. It loses its shine and brightness. Similarly, the poetess' mother looks pale and vain. She loses the glow and brightness of her youth. Thinking this, well-known old childhood fear comes back to her mind. She fears that she will not be able to meet her mother again. She fears that her mother will not survive long. There seems no hope of improvement of her condition because aging is a natural process. No one can reverse it. Now, the last lines are, "But all I said was, 'See you soon, Amma.' And all I did was smile and smile and smile." At the airport, the poetess bids farewell to her mother. She smiles at her mother, but the smile and parting words only hide her fears. She knows she will not see her mother again. The poetess is very sad, but she tries to cheer up the old mother. Here, her smile is a reflection of her inner guilt, for she cannot be by her mother's side, but she is helpless. But she smiles and expresses hope to see her mother again. Students, this is a short, beautiful poem by Kamala Das, and the poetic devices enhances its beauty. Comparison, contrast, simile, and repetition is used in this poem. In the last line, we see smile and smile and smile. Here, the smile word is repeated again and again. This is repetition. Here, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Here, the poetess compares her mother to a corpse. Here, there is a simile. There is one more simile here. I looked again at her mother, wan pale, as a late winter's moon. Here, the poetess compares her mother to a late winter's moon. Here, as or like word is given, that is, here there is simile. Similarly, trees sprinting and merry children spilling out of the homes. Here, these two are in contrast of her mother. Students, there are some difficult words you can write down on your notebook. There is one word, beside. This word is different from besides. Beside means by the side of. Second word is doze. Doze means a short light sleep. Third word is ashen. Ashen means ash-like, very pale like ash. Fourth is corpse. Corpse means a dead body. Fifth word is sprinting. Sprinting means running fast. Sixth is spilling. It means coming out in large numbers. Seventh word is wan, looking pale and weak. Wan means weak and pale. Eighth is ache, A-C-H-E. It means pain. Fourth word is familiar. Familiar means well known. 10th is merry, M-E-R-R-Y. This is different from M-A-R-R-Y. M-E-R-R-Y means happy and cheerful. Students, this is all about this poem. If you have any doubts or queries about this poem, you can ask in comment box.